Hello all. Welcome to the stream, guys. So today, the goal is to solve the two problems. The problems are not new. The problems are the same that we solved yesterday because I found out that the better way to solve these problems was not the BFS but actually the DFS and the recursion. So that's why I have taken a step back and I have decided to solve these two problems again with the two क्या बोलते हैं उसको with the DFS pattern approach. Okay, so on the first question that we will be solving is 261 tree graph wala problem. Uh, is graph is a valid tree. This problem and the second problem that we will solve is like detect cycle in 2D grid. Okay, so so and after this अगर time बचता है तो I'll spend some time in refining the map, the road map for the graphs because I'm seeing so many discrepancies in the data that I've collected because I've used AI to get the data, but uh, there are discrepancies, so I will solve those. शब्द चालू न आले अरे गाणे का नहीं चालत आहेत बाबा. Just a second. I hope my sound and everything is fine. Let me test that uh, because you guys are not telling me. Yeah, this is better, you know. This is so better than the क्या बोलते हैं उसको कॉल सेंटर वाला माइक से. Yeah. Okay. So I had to quickly check one thing because I was a part of submitting and that is indeed. Okay, so let's start. The starting point would be again learn the particular pattern, and for that I have to like open some resources. So what's the pattern name actually? The DFS. The pattern name is just a second. It's undirected graph. DFS parent. So undirected graph. Detect cycle in undirected graph using DFS. Using DFS. So let's see detect cycle using DFS. Yeah, this is what we want. This take you forward is like very nice blocks, you know, even though their code is slightly outdated, I feel so, but the way that they are explaining is really good. Okay, so I can keep this away as well. So it's the same. Given an undirected graph with v vertices and e edges, check whether it contains any cycle or not. DFS. Not using the or not using the or. Given an undirected graph with vertices v and edges, check whether it contains any cycle or not using DFS. So the yesterday's approach was for this problem, what we did first, we converted these edges into a graph like we usually used to do in the DFS, right? So this was the straightforward, and then the queue. So let me write the string. Not queue much in rush. Nice. uh, just a second. Yeah. Then we got the queue because from here the actual BFS starts. In the BFS we are adding the first node in the beginning and its parent node, as the first node didn't had any parent node. So what I did, I added this -1. Okay, and then created this boolean visited array of size same n, then mark the 0th element as true. Then while queue is not empty, take out pull out the current element, current node from the queue, and take current and its parent. So this is the other element is the parent. So apparently we will get the parent in this one, and then we will iterate on the neighbors of this particular current, this current node. Okay, so from graph.get current we will do, and if it's not visited, then we will simply add this particular element and its parent to the queue and mark this neighbor as visited, and we'll see if else if this neighbor is not equal to parent. So else if this neighbor is not equal to parent, so that means false. So that means no cycle has been detected. So it will simply return false. Is it? Is it though? Yeah, neighbor should not be this. And then this is the check from where we will really understood that if this is a disconnected component. So we will iterate on the visited array, and from that, if any node is not visited, that means the particular graph is disconnected, and hence cycle क्या बोलते हैं disconnected component present in the graph, so it would be never a tree. So the question is here actually not a cycle detection, but actually using cycle detection to check whether it's a valid tree or not. So if it's a disconnected component like this, so if this is graph, यार MacBook Pro, please don't do this with me na, the spot. Okay, yeah. एक सेकंड यार, मेरे इसको फिर से कुछ तो मसला हो गया. The MacBook gives me a tons of reason to hate it on daily basis. खुल जा भाई आप तो खुल जा. So there is this jugaad because MacBook leaves the validity in between. Check and let's see. Yeah, it's working. Okay. So disconnect as in like this type of graph. For example, this is graph. So cycle may present over here, and but this is how the complete graph is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is disconnected component. So this is not a tree. Cycle may present, yes, cycle is present, but it's not a tree. Hence this function, particular function, and at the end return true. Okay, so this is what we did, you know. Now we have to do it using the DFS. It is a BFS approach because the problem can be solved using multiple approaches. The topics that it's saying DFS, BFS, union find, and graph theory. So BFS we did. Now it's time for DFS. So let's learn this thing. Uh, yeah, cycle is present in this one. In this one, no cycle is present. Should I paste this in the Discord server? In an undirected graph, a cycle exists if while traversing the graph we encounter a node that has already been visited and it is not part of the current node. Since undirected edges connect both ways, simply seeing a visited node does not guarantee a cycle. It could just be the parent. The trick is to check whether a visited neighbor is different from the parent. This line is tricky. I want explanation. So cycle detection BFS. Let me get this here. I'm learning this pattern. Hey, don't read my history. Uh, Tell me, what does this mean? In an undirected graph, every is stored in both directions. For example, 0, 1, adjacency is 0 stores 1 and 1 stores 0. Yeah, correct. Suppose DFS starts from 0 and moves to 1. While processing node 1, you see neighbor 0, but 0 is already visited. That does not mean there is a cycle because 0 is simply the node from which you arrived at 1. So we ignore visited neighbor when it's parent. But consider this, suppose traversal goes 0, 1 and 2 while processing 2, it sees 1 as a parent, 0 already visited but not parent. Seeing 1 is normal because it is the edge we came through, but seeing a visited node 0 which is not the parent of 2 means acha, it should not be parent of 2, understood. That forms a cycle. So yeah, this is the condition that थोड़ा सा confusion था, but yeah, this condition कल भी हम इस पे थोड़ा सा fucked up, but this condition is what we need. uh, Now depth first search. Depth first search works well here by using a queue to explore the graph level by level. Along with each node, we also store its parent. When we find an adjacent node that has already been visited and it's not the parent, that confirms the cycle. I forgot to post the link in the Discord. मेरे को सब हो जाने के बाद याद आता है यार, मेल क्यों खुला? Okay, and get this URL and paste this URL in the chat, and let me pin this Discord. Okay, so this I understood. This part I totally understood. So the first search works well here by using a queue to explore the graph level by level. Along with each node, we also store its parent. When we find an adjacent node that has already been visited and is not parent. When we find an adjacent node that has already been visited and is not parent, this is the complete logic that we are talking about. Okay, this example is handy for us to learn because from 1 we are going to 2, so 1 becomes parent for 2, but 0 is already visited after 2, we are going back to 0 and 0 is visited and it's not parent of 2, hence cycle is detected. 200 EQ. Maintain a visited array to keep track of visited nodes. True, ये तो हम हर इसमें कर रहे हैं. Iterate to all nodes to handle disconnected components. Yeah, disconnected components का this logic will still be there in the TFS part. Okay, if node is unvisited, start a DFS from it with the parent set to -1 or null. Okay, start DFS, parent set to -1 or null. Confusing, but yeah, we'll figure this out. In DFS, for the current node, explore all the neighbors. In DFS, for the current node, explore all the neighbors. It's same like we did here. Explore all the neighbors. Explore all the neighbors. If a neighbor is already visited and is not the parent, then the cycle exists. Yeah, the same logic. If the DFS completes without such condition, no cycle exists. Okay, understood. I guess I understood. Now let's see the code. So DFS int node parent array list of list integer, which is an adjacency list, and then visited DFS. So mark the current node as visited. So yeah, okay, current node as visited. There wouldn't be a queue. If you are expecting a queue, then you are wrong, because it's not BFS, it's DFS. It's depth first search. So in the main, I'm checking just main from 5 vertices. It has created an adjacency list. Add new adjacency list and get 0 1. They have created a graph, custom graph, and then this solution is cycle. Its cycle is what the function that we are focused on. Okay, and its cycle boolean visited, and this DFS function. Okay, so if DFS return true, exactly similar to what in the BFS, what we were doing in the BFS, we were actually doing checking hatch cycle. Okay, so in this one, each cycle function has been called from the main, and from the each cycle function we are calling DFS, and it says do the DFS till we iterate on all the neighbors. So if neighbor is not visited, again do, because it's a recursion. DFS, it's a in DFS, all DFS is based on the recursion. Okay, so DFS is recursion neighbor node, and if DFS return true, uh, if neighbor not visited recurs, if neighbor visited and not parent, cycle exists. Else if it's the same fucking thing, it's the same fucking thing. What's the difference in BFS and DFS for cycle detection then? Because I want a clear boundary of thoughts while thinking about these two patterns. Uh, okay, this is really nice thing that we are learning now. एक बार हम सीख जाएंगे, once we will get hang of this thing, then the node skipping will be very easy for us. Cycle detection, uh, do how to solve cycle detection problems in graph. There are two ways to do that. One is using BFS, one is using DFS. BFS had some problem, yesterday when I submitted. Let's see the solution that we submitted, not the solution, the submission that we did. Oh, last one. Okay, this one was, and 58% was beating the 58.93% in runtime, and in memory it only beats 38%, which is not that phenomenal. So there is a huge scope of improvement, and hence this DFS. We will try the DFS. I hope I mentioned learning in my thumbnail, because I don't want to fool the audience. Let me check the thumbnail just a second. Let me check the thumbnail. Yeah, learning is mentioned, graph cycle detection. Yeah, so that's fine. You are signed for these things. Guys, do like the stream. सो मेरे को ये पार्ट नहीं समझ, रिकर्जन हमेशा ही मेरा दिमाग चाटता है शुरुआत में. Do DFS again, we'll do DFS, this node, this, why this return true. Hello Shri Sai brother, welcome to the stream. How are you? How are you, man? I'm like having very fun in talking into this mic. I think my voice is sounding very crisp, just like a movie. Is it though? Fine, fine, bro. Baap re baap, the slang, fine, bro. What about you? I'm good, brother. I'm good, brother. How's the job search going on, bro? Yesterday also I asked you this question. Uh, I don't remember you answering this. How's the job search is going, Sri Sai? Mm, okay, why this? Explain. Just I'll go here and put here and just mention explain, buddy. Trying, yeah. trying is the only thing that we all can do. The freshers market has really, I don't want to say that, but लगता है मतलब from your messages, not what I have seen, but from your messages I'm seeing it's been really tough. It has become really tough. If not visited, then do if DFS return true. If neighbor is not checks whether the neighbor this is fine, then DFS go to the neighbor. Acha, in DFS we go to the last node, not level by level, but at the last node, and we'll check all its neighbors come back. Check all its neighbor come back. So like that. Go to the neighbor. Current node becomes its parent. Uh, Ah, continue DFS from there. So if you currently at node 1 and its neighbor is 2, DFS 2 1 adjacency list and visited. So current node is equal to 2, parent node equal to 1. The recursive DFS checks whether a cycle exists deeper in that part. If any deeper recursive call finds a cycle, immediately send true back through all the previous calls. मेरे को सब समझ में आ रहा है आज. Trying, bro. Keep trying, brother. And guys, please do like the stream यार. मेरे को कल बहुत प्रॉब्लम आया likes का. I have seen stream afterwards and I saw that very few of you has liked the stream. So it's important for you to like the stream. Uh, so the mental meaning is DFS calls may look like DFS 0 minus 1 1 2 1 cycle found return true, return true, return true. So the mental meaning is neighbor is unvisited. Explore it recursively. If that recursive path finds a cycle, return true immediately. So now we got the idea. Should we build the solution now? Complexity analysis ये हम करते ही नहीं. We build the adjacency list and explore all the edges and visit all the vertices constituting DFS traversal space complexity and then this. Okay, so what we will do, I'll take this function, go to its draw, and we will write the logic this time by our own God given hands. Public boolean valid tree. So the basic logic is if cycle detected, if cycle, then not tree. This is the mental model on which we need to build this. Okay, so in this one we have to do the same thing. From these edges we need to first create the adjacency list. So we will create list. यार handwriting में आज अच्छे से लिखूंगा, अच्छा बच्चे की तरह भाई. Just a minute. So list of integer and then graph is equal to new array list. Okay, and in this array list I have to first initialize the list, so int I is equal to 0, I less than n. n नहीं लिखा हमने. n is equal to edges dot length. Okay, int n and I plus plus, and in this one we will add graph dot add new array list, empty array list. Okay, so at every position it will add an empty list. Okay, so this is how it will be created. So this is what it is created. Now from these edges we have to build the actual graph. So we will iterate on the edges. So int array edge edges. Okay, and in this one we'll first take int u is equal to edge 0 and int v is equal to edge 1. Okay, and then uh, we can directly add to the graph. So graph dot get u add v. So h created another, because it's an undirected graph we need to do both ways, v get v and add u. So we have added that in the adjacency list. Okay, till here it was fine, perfectly fine. Now after this we have to like uh, in this code they have used two functions. I don't think we need to use these two functions, so this one is enough. The DFS function, so it's a recursive function and hence we need to split this function. So we can return this return, and in this one we will call DFS, and in the DFS we need to pass source and parent, source and int parent, and then this uh, list of integer graph. Okay, and then I'll not mention the type, I'll just directly visit it. यहाँ पे लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं थी. Okay, so I'm going little slow today because this is the first problem that I'm doing on this particular problem. So going slow is always good. And then this function public, again it will be of type boolean, return type boolean. DFS, after so many days we are into DFS. Okay, and then int source, int parent, uh, list of list integer graph, and then boolean visited. Okay, this function, so हमने यहाँ पे visited नहीं बनाया, so we will have this visited array new boolean of size n, and I missed one part that I can after this I have to mark the source, so should we mark no, in the DFS we will go inside and then we'll mark. So in the DFS we have to first do this thing, so visited mark this source as true. This is what we should do. Anirudh gamer, hello Anirudh, how are you, brother? The future millionaire, the startup founder, how are you, Anirudh? So mark that current node as true. So I wrote source a. I write source and this int parent. ठीक है. This is fine. And then what they said, we have to iterate on the neighbors and then we have to do all the character inside. So we will let this function tell कि if cycle is present or not, and वहाँ पे हम उसका करेंगे is cycle present. Okay, and यहाँ पे we will just do inverse because if cycle is present, it's true, it's not true. I'm good, bro. Good, bro. I'm not a future millionaire. I'm a future trillionaire. Oh, nice. This is nice. Sorry to undervaluate you. My bad. Uh, okay. And now let's iterate on the neighbors. So uh, for in neighbor and on neighbors graph dot get this source, and we have to check if this should not be visited. Neighbor should not be visited, and if it's not visited, then what we will do, uh, we will check the DFS again. If DFS neighbor, the source becomes the parent, then graph, and then visited. If this is true, return true. Okay. Else if neighbor is not equal to parent, neighbor is not equal to parent, return false or true. False, I guess. Oh sorry, return true. That means cycle is detected. Okay, उल्टा था, हम बस cycle के लिए लिख रहे हैं यहाँ पे. So return true. This is the biggest learning for us. Else अगर कुछ नहीं है तो end में return false. So return false. So this becomes our final code. You see the dream, you think एक second है. You see the dream, you think, or you see the train and the billionaire. Why you are not see the dream? I am the richest person in the world. Both is the side, yeah. True, always see the bigger dream, bigger picture. But I'll again correct you on another basis. Don't quantify your dream in terms of money. Money is the fuel of mind when you are in your early 20s, but when you reach to late 20s, you will understand that money doesn't mean anything. There is far bigger picture than money. Money comes along. Okay, so I'll shut my mouth and I'll do this BFS. So I can do one thing. I can उसको पूरा ही कमेंट आउट कर देते हैं, and यहाँ पे I'll paste this. I'll remove this. Okay. One thing we missed here, कि disjoint as in not connected components. This condition is what we need as well to be checked. You know that I can still read the retracted messages. My voice is my voice clear, Anirudh? And don't forget to like the stream यार, मेरे को क्यों ये बार बार बोलना पड़ रहा है? So pen paper का काम is done here. Keyboard. Okay. So first we'll need int n is equal to. Actually, int n is already been given. My bad. So I directly need a list list of integer graph is equal to new array list. Okay. Music. Thank you so much for letting me know. Then create the empty list, empty adjacency list, because there is nothing in here. So I'll write for, in this for int I is equal to 0, I less than this n, and I plus plus. And in this one I'll go and add an empty array list to each position in the graph array list. Okay, this is done. Now I have to add the elements, like convert these edges into a graph. So I'll just iterate on the edges matrix given, and in this one I'll take int u is equal to adg 0 and int v is equal to adg 1. Okay, and then graph dot get to create the edge. So get u add v. Okay, and then again it's an undirected graph, so uh, get v and then add u. Okay, so this turns out to be right. And then we also need a visited array, so boolean visited is equal to new boolean of size n, boolean array of size n, not to mark anything as visited. On this one we have to check, we will iterate like this, क्या था वो, boolean not visited. So boolean node visited on this visited array, because we have to check for disconnected graphs. So if any of the node is not visited, then directly return false. So directly return false, that means it's not a tree. Correct. And then at the end dfs, so return, so at the end return dfs function, call dfs, and it will be of type boolean only. So we will pass we have to pass the source क्या पास किया था हमने, source is nothing but the first element over here. Source first element source is like 0 से start होगा everything, from 0 to n, so everything will start from 0. Parent is -1 initially, because currently there is no parent map. and then after that we have to pass the graph, and then we have to pass visited. Let me check my audio quality, एक second, audio का कितना ये आ रहा है? Hello, hello, hello. This is better, this length distance is better. And we will just negate it, because the DFS function, the DFS function we will write, we'll just write it to check the cycle, and the logic is inverse for detection of tree and a cycle, like I mentioned over here. So if cycle not tree, that's why. So public boolean DFS, and then int source, int parent, list of list integer graph, and then boolean visited. Okay, and then we have to mark the source as visited first. Source is equal to true, and then we have to check for all the neighbors, because it's a DFS. We have to go till the last node first. So int neighbor on graph neighbor. So get source, and then in this one we have to first check it should not be visited. This neighbor should not be visited. Okay, and in this one, if it is not visited, then we will again do the DFS, because we have to go to the end of this scenario. Then in this one, the current node becomes neighbor, its parent becomes the source, because the source becomes parent for the next neighbor, and then the graph as it is, and then visited as it is. And if this is true, like, then we will return true. That means we have successfully found the cycle. Else if there is a condition, key parent neighbor is not equal to parent, in that case neighbor is not equal to parent, that means we have found this cycle. Okay, so if nothing goes correct, then we will just return false, no cycle has been detected. Is it correct? Yeah, it's correct. Let's run this. What are the errors? सोर्स का स्पेलिंग गलत, मेरे ही गालों पे चाटे. Okay, one case passed. How many test cases are passing? 33 out of 47. That means we are close. White fuck. 0 1 0 2 false. So there is age present between 0 to 1, 0 to 2, 0 to 3, and 1 to 4. So there is no cycle present. So it's a tree, and it should be true. But our output is false. Why so? I sent 0 and then -1, which is correct. I marked the 0 as visited true, and then on the neighbors of this 0, So let me draw that again. Picture. So it was like 0, it is connected to 1, then 0 is connected to 2, 0 is connected to 3, and 1 is connected to 4. So we came here, we marked as visited, then we found the neighbors 1, 2, and 3 are the neighbors. So on the 1, we go again on the neighbors, get source, and then get neighbors. So we get 4. Can't be there. Shouldn't it be false or it should be true? Oh, hangama ho gaya. What's the problem? So we came from 0 to 1. Just a minute. From this source, get graph. So we get 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So if not visited, 1 is not visited, then we again do DFS. Okay. This time neighbor is 1, source is 0. Okay. We again go here. We mark this one as visited. We come down here, and this source is 1 and the neighbor of 1 is 4, so this neighbor is not visited, so we pass this neighbor and source becomes 1 over here. Okay, so again we go here and mark this as true, then we come down, neighbors, there are no neighbors, to this. So if this is true, no, this is not yet true, this is false. And we will check neighbor is not equal to parent. None of the condition will be followed, like never this condition will be true for this type of graph, so true will never arise, so the final output should be false. So false of false, it should be true, that should what we get. So logically it is correct, but there is some mistake that we are not able to identify it. सपने की है मुझे इजहार की नहीं. I guess अपना लॉजिक आधा अधूरा है, so let's get this. Am I correct for this problem? You're close, but there are two logic mistakes. You check visited before running DFS. ये यहाँ क्यों लिखा मैं? ये यहाँ नहीं लिखना था. शोलों का तूफान जो बनता है. Yash Mishra, hello everyone. Hello Yash bhai. How are you, brother? So what's the correct position for it? So every value false, so this loop immediately returns false. So run DFS first and then check the connectivity. The position of it was correct. इसका position गलत है. बेवफा की कुछ नहीं. Just a second, brother. Docker when good. Ah, nice question, brother. I was thinking कि पहले मैं 100 questions कर लूँ, but it's gonna take a while, it seems. So this Saturday I'll do the Docker. Now that I have 50 badge. ये क्या है? So on coming Saturday, which is 18th of July, I'll start with the Docker. And I'll plan very nicely. Congratulations, right click, save the image. कौन सा image है भाई? 50 days batch, solving problems 50 days in 2026. Okay. सिक्के हाँ. This Saturday, brother. Yes, I'll do, and I'll specifically mention in the Discord. So before this, I have to check if this DFS, then return return false. And at the end, once this is done, and at the end, I have to return true. That means it's a tree. I'll learn Docker as well. Yeah, that will be useful. I want to write the Docker file by myself. So for that, whatever the things I had to know, I'll learn on Saturday, and on the Saturday we'll stream the Docker. वो pending है बहुत time से. I wanna complete that. अभी क्या गलती हुआ? Return false 0 1 -1. Should it be written true? If it means cycle is detected. So no, it's false, and then should it be true then? No. We'll meet on Saturday then, Yash. And don't forget to like this stream, guys. मेरे को पता नहीं लीड कोड पे तुम लोग लाइक्स नहीं दे रहे हो इतना, but I really want to like have this lead code, because lead code is the foundation of problem solving. We cannot skip the lead code. And you guys, I have like published this video as per the yesterday's discussion that you said you want a recap of this. So मैं रात को बैठ के इसको edit किया. I posted this video in the morning, but you guys are not watching this. So this is the 12-minute cut down version of the 2-hour stream that we did. So every stream is around 2 to 3 hours. See, the stream length was 3 hours 39 minutes, and that I edited and made it to 12 minutes. So you guys should go and watch this video. In case if you miss this streams, you guys always go back to this. So that's what I'm saying. I'll keep posting that. We'll keep posting the recap videos. क्या होगा इसमें अभी? So we are checking this after all the BFS has been run, and then if there is a node present which is not visited, that means it's a disconnected graph, and it cannot be a tree, so return false. What about the AI agent you built for editing? Yeah, that's there, brother. So I'm improving it on the daily basis. So ये मैं पता है, you guys wouldn't be aware of this. I was doing these things since 2020. I have wrote Python scripts, and I have created a product for myself for another channel where I used to do this. So if you wanna have a detailed video about this, how I built this, see, this is the preview that I got. See, I got the clips out of this, and then this is the complete stream video. It would not load because it's almost 4 hours video. So based on this, it ran almost 4 5 hours, and then after that I got the last preview, and this is what the video that you guys are seeing. So this is in place. This is in place, but the skills of these I have to keep improving. I will automate one by one process, from taking the inputs, from taking क्या बोलते हैं उसको. I want to automate all aspects of this process, from taking the skills, from taking the cuts, from taking the edits, and background music. बहुत कुछ है मेरे दिमाग में इसके लिए. Do you guys want? I don't think you guys want to know how I did this. This is way out of your scope of interest. I have so much to learn. We don't have to learn everything. Recently, I have figured out this AI age. In the age of AI, how should be our work and work and learning path. It should be like this. Oh, this should be like this. This is what is this? This is our core skill, and in the core skill we will not use AI. So this line is x-axis, and this is shows how much AI we should use. So this is AI usage. Okay. No, sorry, not this is AI usage. This is AI usage. For all the other skills, you can use AI. So you can use AI like this. So this can be your mini project. Do this using AI. It can be your essays. You don't have to learn this. Do this using AI. Maybe some automations. Complete this using AI. But for example, our LeetCode skill, don't use AI. Like, use AI just for learning. AI for learning only. So this can be our core strategy. We can be better than everyone else in this particular skill. Rest all perspectives of the life can be handled using AI. It's called outsourcing of life. So you should know what parts of your life should be outsourced and what parts of life you have to figure out. Else, if you are thinking in that way, you will always be in a FOMO situation. You will feel like, oh, I have to learn that. Oh, I have to learn that. No, fuck the world. Focus on only one target, one goal, and rest let God handle for you, or AI handle for you. अब क्या प्रॉब्लम हुआ भाई इसमें? अपना प्रॉब्लम क्यों नहीं हो रहा? Node is not visited. How many test cases is passing? 34. Only one more. What it said, boolean this, return false, which is correct. Oh, which is correct. Our code is correct. There's some telelu happening over here. What's wrong in this one? Let's see this before chat. We are going to replace the companies before they replace the engineers. Yeah, true. We are going to replace the companies before they replace the engineers. Yeah. We are in the age of fast evolution. Evolution. It's a evolution. Vasanti. Almost correct. One mistake. DFS. Your else if is still inside. Oh, is it? Is it, Baba? Rangate, Rangate. Oh, sorry. My bad, brother. Sorry for that. 33% and 38%. It's the same. Byte in BFS was better, no? See, 58%. Memory is still 38% because we are using the same list integer graph and then this is. So memory is still same 38.8 but one wait. But runtime got reduced 33%. So is BFS better than DFS? So is DFS not better than BFS? Okay, let me update the stats. Not answer, okay. So I solved one problem and this is the problem that I solved. So this becomes the current problem now. And what's the next problem? Next is like I should mention, write down the notes. This stays the same 88. Let me refresh in the OBS. You guys can see the updates, yeah. And which is better, DFS or BFS? Not inherently. For undirected cycle detection, DFS and BFS are equally correct and have the same complexity. Time complexity is different. It's not same. Space is same. The main difference is how they explore. DFS goes deep using recursion, BFS goes level by level using queue. For this pattern, DFS receives node pattern, BFS stores node parent in the queue. When the DFS, but in the BFS we are using queue and a graph. So doesn't that make it more space complex? When DFS feels better, DFS code is usually shorter and directly expresses this. So for 261, DFS may feel simpler to write when BFS may be safer. Recursive DFS can cause stack overflow error in Java when the graph contains a very long chain. Example this. BFS uses an explicit queue. Yeah. Practical conclusion, small normal graph, either DFS or BFS. Very deep graph in Java, BFS is better. Very wide graph, DFS might use less memory at one moment. For interviews, neither is considered better here. You should understand both, but your cycle condition remains identical. Visited neighbor, that is not the parent cycle. Yeah. This is the core logic. Now this problem. Guys, kindly like the stream here. Let me check the stats. After this, we have topological sort as well. What this badge we got? Only 50 days. Okay, my first badge. Detect cycles in 2D grid. Given a 2D array of characters grid of size m cross n, you need to find if there exists any cycle consisting of the same value in grid. ये question कल पढ़ा था, but I'm again reading this. Not for you because I forgot. A cycle is a path of length 4 or more images in the grid that starts and ends at the same cell. From a given cell, you can move to one of the cells adjacent to it in one of the four directions. It has the same value. Congratulations for the first batch. Thank you so much, Yash. Small achievement. Thanks, Yash. Let me mention you. Hey, I have made one thing, not made, like there is a feature in the CD. If I type, can you solve this problem? Okay, it uses ChatGPT to do so. Working, see, yeah, send. It takes a screenshot. Working with ChatGPT. It uses my ChatGPT's instance and get the answers. So what we can call this? Cheating, cheating from Apple, like Apple always do. Remind me to water the plants at 4 p.m. when it's sunset. Make a note. See, ChatGPT asks, and if I go to my ChatGPT, uh, and I need one more instance. Don't read my history, yeah. See, cycle detection BFS. It's taking it's using my own instance. So in this question, cycle is a path, so we have to go in the four directions, like in the normal DFS we used to do four direction DFS. So from a given cell, you can move in one of the adjacent cell to it in one of the four directions, if it has the same value of the current cell. Move only it has the same value of the current cell. Also, you cannot move to the cell that you visited in your last move. For example, this is invalid. Return true if the cycle of the same value exists in the grid, otherwise return false. So there is AAA, okay? So from here, we can go here, here, here. So cycle is present. Also, there is this cycle. So that means cycle is present, value is true, output is true. In this question also, we can move from C to C to this to this to this to this, like this. So cycle present like this. In this question, there is no cycle. So what we solved this problem yesterday. So this was like the character matrix grid that we have been given, provided with. Then I've got the rows and columns, then visited, then directions, and then going in all the directions, and if checking if this is not visited, it has the same value of the current cell. If it has the same value of the current cell, yeah. If not visited, and there is the condition which will change if it has the same value of the current cell. So current cell ka value we have to keep in mind. Tejas buddy, you are back. So yesterday you said solve it using DFS. Yeah. So yesterday I took a path of BFS because BFS was the poll yesterday. Today I'm doing the same two questions that we solved, but now with the DFS. So welcome back. You are here at the correct time. So this will change, and then hatch cycle we are not going to use Q over here. So not this logic. हमने बहुत दिन से DFS logic use नहीं किया four direction वाला. So it will revise our concept. So can I reset this? We will keep this as I solved it after stream. Oh, really? This is what stream is doing with many of you guys. I've seen people texting me about this. विकास यादव, आप किसमें डीएसएस सॉल्व करते हैं, जावा या पाइथन? जावा में भाई, जावा जावा, ओनली जावा राइट नाउ. So did you solve it using this? Vishal, hello Vishal, welcome to the stream, bro. Guys, please do like the stream. We just solved one problem, and this I'm thinking about how we can solve this using DFS now. So similar questions, if I go back in the history, there is like flood fields and all those questions that we solved. Not walls and gates, flood fill, surrounded regions, yeah, or number of island perimeter. This we can check. So in this one, no, I want to see that particular pattern. Is it the flood fill? Yeah, I solved this flood fill using BFS. I have solved this using DFS as well. Using BFS only, okay. So yeah, this is the pattern that we were using for DFS. Yeah, this pattern मैंने लिख के नहीं रखा यार. लिख के रखा मतलब I have it in notebook. I should have had it in the Notion notes. So this is the pattern that we will use. Okay, 4 times DFS instead of the loop, because this is a better way. You know why better way? You see this runtime 100%. Every time I'm using this pattern, I'm getting this result. So let's keep this handy. Let's close this. बताओ अभी कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे भाई? Let me get this in Excalibur draw. ये बकचोदी पे तुम ध्यान मत दो, ये मैं बीच बीच में करता रहता हूँ. So these things though we will need. Okay, boolean and directions, and then how we will do the DFS. I don't think we need this double for loop. We just need a starting point for the DFS, which would be the first element. Also you cannot move to the cell that you visited, and from where we are starting, a grid, you need to find a cycle path, a starting. What is the starting position? It's I okay, so 0, 0 would be the starting position, so we can use that, and then we can check for the cycles. Okay, so these three things I'm not going to write again, so let me copy this as it is. Okay, intros and visited, all these things. Not sure about this. Let me think once and we'll write the code. Okay. uh from here, if we start and then we go check till the end, and once we find the cycle, we come back to the recursive function to the top. The function before that will return true to true and last with true, and then this. Okay, so cycle present true. Okay, understood. क्या करूँ ladies? Directions and double for loop is also required. Directions is required, double for loop is also required. Okay, maybe yes, because in some of the problems we were using that, so let's use that. So for int I equal to 0, I less than rows, and I plus plus, and then another loop, int j0, j less than columns, and j plus plus. And in this one, we have to like do dfs. So dfs function, we will try to keep it as the same. And in this one, I comma j, नहीं यार, मेरे को लगता है I don't think we need this. Hey Lindy. Hello, hello moderator sir. Hello Atharva. Welcome to the stream, brother. You can modify the grid directly to remove the visited extra space. Okay, brother, you are confusing me now. You know, double for loop is required as loop can start from any index, not always 0 comma 0. No, but for example, if we start from here, we can give this position 0 comma 0 as the starting position, and then it will check all the directions. You know, for this also it will go and check all the directions. So double loop की जरूरत नहीं है. Let me clarify this. Let me clarify this. We don't need a double loop for this problem using DFS. कल मैंने 3:30 तक 2 लेक्चर्स कंप्लीट किया. बाप रे बाप. स्ट्रीम एंड करके आया हूँ जस्ट वॉशरूम. Too much details, brother. In same example, second loop is starting at index 1 comma 1, and in the washroom. You do need the double loop. Okay, let's take it as a hint. And so that means the same thing we will need. इसको बंद करते हैं, इसको this. So यही अपने को चाहिए. So it is almost same, you know. Let me go and erase this then. So let me delete this. Let me delete this. I'll write this again. Okay. So in this one we have to like check. It should not be visited. I comma j, and DFS is nothing but the cycle, and in this one we will send I comma j. Not grid. Yeah, grid will send, and we'll send visited. And then if that is so, we'll return true. Okay, that's it. That's the thing. And end may false. Okay, so similar to this. So end may return false. So let me correct only this part first, and then we'll write the बचा हुआ code. So directions अपने को यहाँ पे नहीं चाहिए होगा. Directions. Why did I actually wrote directions in this one? Directions अपने को इस function में चाहिए होगा. Let me write the function here. So public boolean DFS, and in this one we need this int directions, and we need all these things except the directions. So let me copy these things, let me paste it over here. Intros and column grid, not this, intros and int columns. Okay, yeah, and after this Sandeep, let me read the messages. Sandeep Kama, are you web developer? Yeah, I'm a front end developer mostly. I'm a full stack developer. डीएसए के हार्ड क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व नहीं होते. सेम हियर ब्रदर, बट सिंपल क्वेश्चंस करते करते पता है यू विल इवेंचुअली सॉल्व द हार्डर क्वेश्चंस बिकॉज इट्स जस्ट द पैटर्न दैट यू नीड टू नो. इफ यू डायरेक्टली जंप टू द हार्डर प्रॉब्लम्स इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू टू सॉल्व, एनीबडी टू सॉल्व दोस प्रॉब्लम्स. सो गो स्टेप वाइज. पहले इजी, एकदम इजी वाले आसान से प्रॉब्लम कर लो बेस्ड ऑन द से ओनली वन सिंगुलर पैटर्न, यू नो. So like this, I follow this kind of list for myself. So on this particular pattern, I solve all the questions. If it contains the harder ones, I do solve that at the end. So DFS backtracking, इसमें तो मैंने हाँ this. So follow one pattern, उसमें जो प्रॉब्लम लास्ट में होगा ना वो हार्ड प्रॉब्लम वो अपने आप सॉल्व हो जाएगा based on that exact pattern. Okay. So in this one we have to what you are saying, Tejas. Parent index is also required, bro, else it will. अरे इतना इतना हिंट मत दो भाई तेजस ना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इट विल गो फ्रॉम 0 to 1, इट कैन गो बैक टू इट्स पेरेंट. मेरे को तो समझने दो, तुम ही बताओगे तो फिर कैसे होगा. So we'll first mark this as true. Visited row comma column will mark this as true. But अपने को जब जब साइकिल फॉल्स है वो भी डिटेक्ट करना है. इफ दिस इज ऑलरेडी विजिटेड, so I guess we have to first check if this visited is already true. Can you say that cycle is detected? डीएसए से पैकेज हाई कर सकते हैं क्या? इट्स नॉट अ मशीन ना कि डीएसए के एक्स नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस कर लिए तो पैकेज बढ़ जाएगा. इट्स टोटली बेस्ड ऑन द कंपनीज दैट वी विल बी अप्लाइंग. अगर वो कंपनीज डीएसए पे फोकस करती है तो ऑफकोर्स डीएसए विल श्योरली हेल्प अस देयर. बट इफ अ कंपनी इज नॉट एट ऑल आस्किंग द डीएसए क्वेश्चंस देन हाउ वुड दैट gonna happen? But yeah, DSA surely helps us to get a better job. गाइस डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक द स्ट्रीम। अरे मैं यही सोच पा रहा हूँ कि ये हम कर लेंगे। इफ इट्स विजिटेड रो एंड कॉलम दैट मीन्स देर इज अ साइकिल प्रेजेंट। और भी कुछ कंडीशंस हुआ करते थे इसमें। हाँ, these conditions like safety checks. So no, because INJ with are already within the limits, so we don't need that. Okay. Then we have to do like DFS in all the directions. Mm, I can do like this. Uh, or I can iterate on that, or what can I do? Just like this, I can iterate. So instead of this, I used to do this. So row minus one, comma column, comma grid, and visited, and we will not mention these two things over here. Okay, and then we will have this. So in this one we will have like row plus one, then row will keep it like this, column minus one, and column plus one. Okay, if I'm not sure, this is like the basic version. Let's run this. It's not at all worth it. Directions नहीं भेजना है अपने को, neither all those things. I guess I need uh, if this row is less than 0 or this column is less than 0, at least we'll check this. In this case return false. Or row greater than rows, or column greater than columns, and then we need to pass this, which I remove. So rows comma columns and then int rows comma int columns. Just a second. Error method DFS in class solution cannot be applied to given types. Yeah, rows and columns. Rows comma columns. Index 4 out of bound. Okay, it works somewhat. It working for the false condition only. So it would pass only one or two conditions. 49 condition test cases, which is okay. Now let me read the charts. Tejas, I'll come to that chart, कि मेरे को लगता है पेरेंट वगैरह तुमने जो बोला है वो ऐड करना पड़ेगा. विल सी अबाउट दैट. मैं वेब डेव कर रहा हूँ. इम्पोर्टेंट लिंक्डइन पे डेली लर्निंग शेयर करता हूँ. जो सीखा है वो 100 डेज कोड चैलेंज लिया. कोई बेटर जॉब मिलेगी? हाँ हाँ यार मिलेगा. मीन्स फोकस ऑन योर क्या बोलता है, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, प्रोसेस ना. फोकस ऑन इम्प्रूविंग योर सेल्फ. द जॉब विल कम ब्रो. होगा भाई, होगा, सब होगा संदीप. इट इज, सब होगा. बस तुम अपने काम पे ध्यान दो भाई, बाकी सब होगा. डोंट फोकस ऑन दी फाइनल आउटपुट. कि क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा, सब सही होगा, बस तुम करते रहो. नाउ लेट्स सी. you do not need you do need double loop. That's what we used. What? ये पेरेंट, अच्छा, जो तुमने बोला है. It's saying now it's saying कि पेरेंट वगैरह, बट क्यों चाहिए पेरेंट अपने को? Can't we just rely on these things? इसमें भी हमने पेरेंट यूज किया है. जवान जाने मन. It's totally different pattern. इन्होंने एक ही पैटर्न दिया इसमें. Parent is required, but why? For example, इसका parent would be -1 -1. Okay, इसका parent is -1 comma -1. Then we go here. This becomes इसका parent. Okay, so we have to check. This is a neighbor actually. So guys, please do like the stream. हम पेरेंट, ठीक है, पेरेंट हमने ऐड कर लिया यहाँ पे. उसके बाद क्या? So we have to keep updating the parent first and foremost. And in the visited also, do we have to maintain the parent? In the visited, do we have to maintain the parent? Let me check. No, visitors is used to. Why we need parent over here? Why we need to track the parent index here? Because the grid graph is undirected. When you move from one cell to another, the new cell can immediately see the previous cell again as its neighbor. Now while processing this, one neighbor is this, but 0, comma 0 is already visited. That does not mean there is a cycle. We need parent index to avoid infinite loop. Don't forget to like the stream, dosto. The creator is putting incredible effort. Thank you. Thank you, Atharva. But it's not running the infinite loop, no? अगर यहाँ पे infinite loop run होता तो stack overflow error आना चाहिए था तेजस, क्यों नहीं आ रहा है फिर error? If you are saying that कि it would go into infinite loop, right now I'm not using the parent indexes, but it's not going into a stack overflow error. The grid path graph is undirected. When you move from one cell to another, the new cell can immediately see the previous cell again at its neighbor. Suppose df is this. Now while processing, but 00 already visited, that does not mean there is a cycle. It is simply acha. Okay, it's simply the cell we came from. Okay, so the same condition, core logic is same. ओके मेरे को समझ में आ रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है ये गलत है, ये गलत है। डायरेक्शंस का एरे लगेगा, उसके ऊपर इटरेट करेंगे हम, उसके अंदर हम चेक करेंगे लाइक दिस, लाइक दिस। Here you are using visited, that's why not giving this stack overflow error. When you start from 0, 0, move to any other any neighbor 0, 1, then you should not go back to, yeah, as it will not loop. That's what ChatGPT said. So let me add the graph directions again. And on this I can iterate on this array. So this condition is not required over here. Should I iterate on this directions and then first and foremost, so let's pass the parent. So int row parent, int column parent, ठीक है, these two things, and after this -1 comma -1. बट ये तो हमेशा चेंज होगा ना, इन सिंपल वर्ड फॉर, अरे वो मैं समझा भाई, यहाँ बताओ, तुम चार जीबीटी का ज्ञान मेरे को दे रहे हो, यहाँ पे बताओ मैं क्या करूँ। It said in the loop -1. Okay, it's the starting point. Okay, this part is clear. This part is clear. Then we came here, we took this. Then, for example, if I do this and if I take this inside, okay, ये नहीं चाहिए अपने को. And then in this row, we will do like direction 0, and then we will do direction 1. Okay, and what about the parents? So the row itself becomes the parent and column itself becomes the parent for this. Okay, so inside this I have to like check this condition, if this DFS this condition. So how can I check this condition? Okay, so like this, I have to like check if this, then return true. But before this I have to like check it should not be visited row comma column. ठीक है, else if इसमें भी अपने को चेंज करना होगा and return, that means true. Yeah, so ये condition change करते हैं हम. if DFS this, यहाँ पे मेरे को ये check करना है क्या, it should not be visited, not row and column. Do I have to check this? I'm going off maybe Silence of the Night, sing you the sweetest lullaby. Good night, Yash. Bye. So current, this updated row should not be the row parent. So this row parent and this should not be column parent. There is some mistake. What it said. Yeah, correct. Okay, if not visited, then do this. Just go. So let me remove, these are not required. This is not required. Okay, there is some mistake. ब्रैकेट मिसिंग था। This false should come after this. Index -1. So I have to take uh, like int new row is equal to this, and int new column is equal to this. Okay, and this condition, and this new column. Just a second, मैं तुम्हारा मैसेज पढ़ता हूँ तेजस. New row and this new column, so new row, here should be new row, here will be new row, and here will be new row. ठीक है, about this new column, here will be new column, here here will be new column, row column, and here will be new column. Okay, now your messages, they just when you start from 0 and 0, move to the neighbor 0 1, then you should hear that. I understood in simple words, for having a loop at least 4 elements are required. When moving from one element to its neighbor, update current element as parent. Update current element as parent वो किया. Yeah. 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2. किस चीज का काउंटडाउन है ये अथर्व? हाउ मेनी टेस्ट केसेस आर पासिंग? 31. कम हो गया एक्चुअली, बट ठीक है. सो यहाँ से तो हम करेक्ट भेज रहे हैं. दिस थिंग्स आर करेक्ट. रोज कॉलम्स should not be visited. DFS ij -1 and then this. Do I need to mark this as visited? Yeah, this is correct. Is this correct? Let me ask. Out of bounds neighbor should be skipped. Acha, continue. We don't, yeah, don't have to end this. My storage was full was fixing that आपके वीडियोस से YouTube private uploads. My storage was full was fixing that आपके वीडियोस से YouTube private uploads. अच्छा. मेरे वीडियोस से लेकिन क्यों? It said अरे इंटरेक्शन टाइम पे हो. अच्छा. This condition is missing. If grid this new row should not be. Hey, I'm feeling sleepy now. Oh, sorry, English today. A boy is telling he learned JavaScript in just 2 3 weeks. I suspect him. No, no, it's fine. 2 3 weeks is more than enough. Is we have we lost the Tejas? I guess we lost the Tejas because Tejas was supposed to help here. तुमको लेना ही पड़ेगा help. I'm here. बोला चैट जीपीटी से सीख लिया. हाँ यार, चैट जीपीटी से सीखना like learning from chat gpt is too fast. Like it's learning on steroids. I'm constantly telling you that. See this, मैं एक स्ट्रीम में एक नया पैटर्न सीख के उस पर क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर लेता हूँ. विदाउट चैट जीपीटी इट्स नॉट इवन पॉसिबल. We are missing out on some edge case, 72 out of 30, 78 test cases been passed. So what's missing? Can you tell me? So this is fine. In this one, we are using the double loop, not visited. If DFS started, we also added this parent row, parent column, then return true, else return false. And then in the DFS, I have taken this array of directions, checking if this row column should not be out of bounds, else return false. If in that case, else I'm marking this current row and column as true visited. Then in directions, I'm iterating on that. Doing this, continue if it is out of bound, continue if the current new row, new column of that grid is not equal to row and column, then continue. That doesn't. And then आज DSA नोट्स भी फाइनली स्टार्ट कर दिया है. कल तक बैकलॉग कंप्लीट. स्टार्ट में चैट जीपीटी का हेल्प ले रहा हूँ. जस्ट उसके बाद सेल्फ नहीं चैट जीपीटी का हेल्प लो नोट्स बनाने के लिए, वेरीफाई करने के लिए. सो विच कंडीशन आर वी मिसिंग तेजस? I'm not sure, but use or instead of and. कहाँ पे और यूज किया है ऑन लाइन नंबर 45? और didn't matter. Should have, but it didn't. Propagate the recursion. Continue this. Propagate the recursion. This is and only. A neighbor is the parent. The both coordinates match. Therefore, it is not the parent where either coordinate differs. Or says it's saying or, which is correct. Oh, sorry, it's correct. No, it's saying or. Use or. We have used this. We are passing this. Correct. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. If not visited, if TFS भी तो ऐसे चेक करना था अपने को, ये गलत किया था हमने. या दिस इज द इशू. ये हमने यहाँ पे भी मिस, यहाँ पे भी किया था सेम दिस कंडीशन. तो ये एंड और को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है क्या? इफ आई डू एंड इट्स स्टिल द सेम. इट्स स्टिल द सेम. और भाई गॉड्सलेयर, हेलो हेलो ब्रदर, हाउ आर यू? हाउ आर यू ब्रो? यार ये थोड़ा सा अलग है, कॉम्प्लिकेटेड थोड़ा सा, मतलब इजी है बट because there are not many problems based on this particular pattern, so we have to like build array from permutation. बस ठीक हूँ भाई, तुम बताओ. हम क्या बताएं, हम भी चल रहा है भाई. वॉइस इज अगेन फ्रॉम द न्यू माइक राइट? यस, इट्स फ्रॉम द न्यू माइक. नहीं सही, आज वॉइस अच्छा नहीं आ रहा. इट शुड बी फाइन. हाँ, टेस्ट केस नहीं है, नहीं देते, नहीं तो एंड वर्क नहीं करेगा कुछ टेस्ट केसेस में. इसने क्या दिया है फाइनल कोड में? और दिया, एंड दिया है, और दिया इसने. So it should be or. And how much? It's only 14%. Too bad, no? It's that worse. What are the other ways to solve this question then? Senior staff array, depth first search, breadth first search, union find matrix. We'll see this. Top. Yeah. क्या करें? Guys, please do like the stream यार, जिसने भी like नहीं किया है. And let me update the board. 2 and we did this. Okay, only one change. Let me refresh the OBS. Yeah, so we are on the point now. फास्ट एंड स्लो पॉइंटर अभी नहीं, वो आज का टॉपिक नहीं है यार. फास्ट एंड स्लो पॉइंटर, इट्स अ ग्राफ cycles. If nr or nc one of them is not equal, तो its parent index, then it's another coordinate, hence use or. Okay, मैं नहीं समझा ठीक से. If new row or new column, one of them is not equal to its parent index, then it is another coordinate, hence yeah. It can be used to find cycle exist or not. In fast and slow pointer, you mean to say? I thought of adding the notes, whatever I have learned in the Notion, because मेरे को बाद में time ही नहीं मिल पा रहा. कितने का आसमां तुम. Ayu Sci-Fi, hello, hi brother. You came late today, long time no see. How are you? Bhaiya, preparing for GATE, is it worth it for fourth year student of computer science? यार गेट के बाद एक्चुअली है ना द अपॉर्चुनिटीज थोड़ी सी नीच डाउन हो जाती है. मीन्स if you take some experience and after that you do MS or MTech, then it is really useful. Like it would be more fruitful for you. Yeah, God's plan, yes. Too late. How can I find job? जॉब कैसे फाइंड करते हैं भाई? अभी हर जगह अप्लाई करो, अप्लाई एवरीवेयर ब्रो. गाइस कीप वन टारगेट, एवरीवन हु इज अप्लाइंग फॉर द जॉब. जैसे डेली ये हगने जाते हो ना तुम, डेली वैसे ही 100 जॉब्स को अप्लाई करो, वेदर इट इट बी लिंक्डइन, वेदर इट बी नौकरी, or whatever be the platform. Every platform you have to apply for 100 jobs and then see how many calls you are getting back. Unless or until you are applying efficiently, how would you be sure that you are not getting calls? So keep applying. No, don't wait on that. Don't miss out on that. Slow and fast pointer will help to find cycle in linked list, not in graph. Okay, you should have started when you were in 12th. Or maybe when you were just born. वो 3 इडियट में नहीं क्या, उसमें वो स्टैम्प देता है, मेरा बेटा इंजीनियर बनेगा, मेरा बेटा लीड कोड सॉल्व करेगा. पीक इन्फ्लुएंसिंग, यस, देसी लैंग्वेजेस. देसी है भाई हम. ये एंगल मेरे को कैमरे का अच्छा नहीं लगता. यू नो दिस लो एंगल मींस अ हॉरर मूवी का सीन. अगर मैं इसमें कुछ हॉरर म्यूजिक ऐड कर दूं, इट वुड फील कि ओ समथिंग हॉरिफाइंग सीन इज देयर. दिस इज हॉरिफाइंग सीन. भैया अगर कुछ भी नहीं आता तब भी गेट कर सकता हूँ क्या? कैसे बताओ यार, मैं बेटा घंटा कुछ ना किया. वही तो, माई बैकग्राउंड इज नॉट टेक्निकल. मेरा भी टेक्निकल नहीं था भाई, लेकिन मैंने सिरैक किया था. that's what helped me to get into the jobs. Without like technical background or some qualifications, the companies really don't allow, even if you are cracking the interviews and all. What type of question people ask? नहीं यार, सबके अलग अलग questions होते हैं. It's not it's nice कि he is asking question. अगर कुछ नहीं आता तब गेट किया, गेट के लिए तो you have to study, no? Before like without that, how would you able to crack the गेट का एग्जाम? पढ़ना पड़ेगा गेट के लिए, बहुत पढ़ना पड़ता है भाई. My background is green wall. My background is white wall, brother. भैया if I'm enjoying preparation for गेट, ट्रू. अगर तुम्हें गेट तो उसमें मजा आ रहा है, लेकिन यार देखो थोड़ा पैसे कमाना भी इम्पोर्टेंट है ना. अगर तुम यही if I elaborate your situation in such a way that if you had a job and then you were preparing and you were having fun in that, it would have been a better, because you would have a less pressure on you. It's our Indian society, you know. It will be pressure. There is no safety net for you. If your parents are very rich, then you can. But if not, then you have to, brother. You have to find some way to earn money. Should I continue it or switch it to DSA and web development? It's the same thing, no? Gate के लिए whatever you are preparing, it's just the theory that might be you're preparing, but तुमने क्या बोला था? You are in third year or fourth year. You are in college, I guess. Fourth year student of CS. Haven't you applied for the jobs? I'll strictly uh, क्या बोलते हैं? I'll strictly suggest you to keep applying for the jobs. It would be your next decision. Would you would like to join that particular job or not? But at least get a job, get an offer. After that, you can think of many different things because right now you are in the college, and the college ka current motto in India is to get you placed at some company. So don't lose out on that chance. I have seen people regretting after 5 6 years of not getting a job through the college, and they struggle to get a job. So use the opportunity that you have in hand. Get to you can prepare later as well, but right now you can prepare all this DSA, LeetCode, interviews, resume building, projects, or all those things, and try to get a job first. मेरे को तो शादी ही नहीं करनी ही ब्लड लाइन एड्स विद मी। भाई अपना ब्लड लाइन क्या, ब्लड लाइन हम क्या राजा लोग हैं कि अपना ब्लड लाइन आगे चलना चाहिए? इज ब्रो लर्निंग डीएसए एंड डेव इन फोर्थ ईयर? गाइस डोंट जज अदर पीपल, यू नो। मैं भी कॉलेज में कुछ पढ़ाई नहीं किया था। आप कौन सा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जॉब करते हो? आई कैन टेल यू द लास्ट organization of mine, which is Slumberger. I used to work in Slumberger. Current company मैंने update नहीं किया because I am streaming. So this was my company. I just switched 6 months ago. So this is Fortune 500 company. It is listed on Nasdaq. Let me check stock price. $47. So it is a listed company. So this was my company. My current company, I'll update, you know. मैं एक बार थोड़ा सा क्लियरेंस ले लेता हूँ मेरे अभी के यहाँ से, बिकॉज आई वॉज ऑन द प्रोबेशन पीरियड, सो दैट्स वाई आई डिडंट। यू कैन फॉलो मी ऑन लिंक्डइन गाइस। मैंने शेयर किया है क्या लिंक? यस, दिस इज माई लिंक्डइन इफ यू वांट टू नो। मैं मोस्टली ऑन द फ्रंट एंड साइड, आई एम गुड एट फ्रंट एंड साइड, दैट्स वाई आई एम एक्सपांडिंग माई नॉलेज इन टू बैक एंड। मैं तो आवारा हूँ, हम भी आवारा ही है। डोंट जज अ बुक बाय इट्स कवर, जज अ कवर बाय इट्स बुक, बाय द बुक पे। वाह भाई, आप तो हेवी ड्राइवर हो यार। हेवी नहीं भाई, क्या क्या टेक स्टैक्स है वैसे? आई हैव वर्कड इन रिएक्ट, एंगुलर, आई हैव वर्कड ऑन .NET, I have worked for 2 years in Node.js backend and Angular frontend, and now I am currently working in mostly frontend and deployments. जावा पे काम नहीं किया कभी मैंने। ये कंपनी में जाने का देखता था मैं 7 8 क्लास में। वो जब बच्चे देखते हैं सैलरी क्या होती है, तब मैं फुल स्टैक डेवलपर का देख देख के खुश होता था। बाप रे भाई, तुम लोग इतना सोचते थे। हम हमारे स्कूल में क्या सोचते थे भाई, कि एक एक रुपया सब जमा करेंगे, एक बॉल खरीद के लाएंगे और क्रिकेट खेलेंगे, ये सोचते थे हम। लिंक्डइन कौन यूज करता है? छी, इंस्टा बोल। इंस्टा इज दिस, Insta is this. On Insta, you can directly text me. That is the opportunity because Insta पे मैं हमेशा online रहता हूँ. So this is my Insta, brother. कितने साल का experience है? Damn. I have almost 5+ years of experience now. Yeah, you guys have grown more than your age. From your mindset, I can tell you that. I'm a Java full stack plus Gen AI software engineer at Accenture. Oh, nice, brother. तेजस, कहाँ पे काम करते हो? Where do you work, bro? Your surname is Tejas Borse, if I remember correctly. Accenture, where? Noida Accenture, Mumbai Accenture, Pune Accenture. मेरा नाम भी रोहित कुमार. अरे हेलो रोहित भाई. Airoli. Bro, my first internship was in Airoli. Do you know there is a plant of cements there? There is a plant of cements. That that was my internship at Siemens. I used to come from Dadar. My college was in Dadar. Dadar Vijay TI College, if you know, if you are from Mumbai. So from Dadar, I used to take 703 ka local. Come to Thane. From Thane, I used to change the local fast to slow, and then come to Airoli. And from Airoli, if I have taken the 703 ka local, then I used to get the breakfast, so that I can walk till my company and still get the breakfast. If I miss the 703 ka local and if I take the 707 ka local, then I have to take the auto rickshaw, or else I would have missed the breakfast, free breakfast. So it was so crunched up life back then. Yeah, bro, Siemens is nearby. Yes. कबर बनाता ही क्या? कबर बनता ही क्या उधर? आयरोली में कबर बनता है क्या? ये जोक मैं समझ नहीं पाया. सीमेंस में कबर बनता है. आई एम नॉट श्योर. I'm having Amazon full. I'm having Amazon full loop next week offline in Hyderabad. Any tips? हाँ हाँ, भाई 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 भाई. एक बंदा स्ट्रीम पे ज्वाइन करता है. ही एक्चुअली प्रिपेयर फॉर Amazon इंटरव्यूज. ही रीच टिल फोर्थ राउंड, एंड देन उसके बाद उसका नहीं हो पाया सैडली, बट ही शेयर्ड अ वेरी नाइस एक्सपीरियंस विद अस. आई हैव हमने उसके साथ डिस्कशन किया था. आई हैव मेड अ वीडियो ऑन दैट इफ यू वांट टू सी. और उसने लिंक दिया था. इफ आई हैव दिस बुक मार्क, लेट मी चेक अमेजोन इंटरव्यू. हाँ, ये है उसका एक्सपीरियंस ब्रो. आई एम शेयरिंग इट विथ यू. ये मेरे को चैट में शेयर करने देगा क्या? यार मेरे को ये चैट में शेयर करने नहीं दे रहा लिंक. मैं वीडियो का लिंक देता हूँ. वीडियो के लिंक में उसका डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक है, वहां से ले लेना, क्योंकि यूट्यूब बाकी लिंक अलाउ नहीं करता. इस वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में वो है. एंड वी हैड अ चैट विद दिस गाय. इफ यू वांट टू सी दैट, यू कैन सी दैट वीडियो एज वेल. अमेजोन का ही एक्सपीरियंस है. इट माइट हेल्प यू ब्रदर. ये एक्सपीरियंस देखना और जॉब निकाल के ही वापस आना तेजस. जिस हिसाब से तुम्हारा कॉन्फिडेंस है, आई थिंक यू विल इजीली गेट दैट जॉब. बट बी प्रिपेयर्ड एंड ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर दैट. वैसे क्या क्या पढ़ना पड़ता है अमेजोन के लिए? भाई बहुत कुछ है. इसने इतना बड़ा लिस्ट दे रखा है. यू कैन रीड अबाउट दिस. वो मैंने वीडियो का लिंक शेयर किया, उसके डिस्क्रिप्शन में ये यूआरएल है. गोद भाई, आप कॉलेज में हो? ना भाई, मैं 2024 पास्ड आउट बेरोजगार हूँ. ओके ब्रो. डेयरिंग मैन, या यस ही इज अ डेयरिंग मैन. जिस हिसाब से वो आंसर्स बता रहा है तेजस, ही इज गुड एट इट. ये जरूर देखना. ये एक्सपीरियंस मेरे को, अगर ये लिंक नहीं मिला तो मेरे को टेक्स्ट कर देना कहीं पे भी, लिंक्डइन पे, इंस्टाग्राम पे, डिस्कॉर्ड पे. आई शेयर दिस लिंक. आई मैन. आई मैन भाई. आई मैन भाई मीन्स एक्सप्लेन मी दैट जोक. नो, एरोली में कबर बनती है क्या मतलब? गाइज लाइक कर देना स्ट्रीम. आई गेस वी आर गोना एंड द स्ट्रीम वेरी अर्ली. आई वाज थिंकिंग ऑफ एडिंग द नोट्स ओवर हियर. जस्ट लाइक आई ऐड द नोट्स इसमें। सो क्योंकि मेरे को बाद में टाइम ही नहीं मिल पा रहा है ये सब चीज़ करने में, मैं दिन पूरा ख़त्म हो जा रहा है। हाँ थोड़ी सी तो कमरिया हिला दे। रिपीट क्यों हो गया यहाँ पे? हिला दे हिला दे हिला दे हिला दे। ये लिस्ट मेरे को रिफाइन करना है, तो आई विल डू दिस व्हाइल टॉकिंग टू यू गाइस ना। और 01 BFS भी बाकी है यार। साइकिल डिटेक्शन हमने कर लिया है। टोपोलॉजिकल सॉर्ट भी है। यूनियन फाइंड। क्या बोल रहे हो? टुडे आई वाज, हाँ आई विल टेक्स्ट यू ऑन लिंक्डइन। यस यस, डू टेक्स्ट मी ऑन लिंक्डइन। Today I was thinking to watch two new lectures as fine of not using English this time. Yeah. Do you do clubbing या फिर weekends में chill with girls? भाई I play cricket and right now तो I'm very focused on health. I'm very focused on this learning. क्या बोलते जो भी I'm preparing because I don't wanna keep spending more time on this learning. एक बार का मेरे को ये fix करके लेना है, then उसके बाद we'll to see. Clubbing वगैरह करते हैं, not so often but sometimes. कंपनी के पैसों पे, खुद के पैसों पे बहुत कम। हर्षा भैया, इंटरव्यू में प्रेजेंट करने के लिए कितने प्रोजेक्ट सही रहेंगे? अभी मेरे पास एक भी नहीं है। पहला तो प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ, एक प्रोजेक्ट बहुत अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट एक बनाओ, मतलब इट शुड बी अ गुड इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ योर skills, like it should show all the skills that you can have or you can present in front of interviewers. So I'm a web developer, full stack developer, so in that perspective I can say if if I would have been a fresher, I would have created a good some management kind of a project which would have a front end, a back end with all the cardinality maintained correctly, correct ER diagrams uploaded on the क्या बोलते GitHub पे, एंड देन अच्छे खासे APIs होने चाहिए, एंड प्लस इट शुड फॉलो ऑल गुड डिजाइन पैटर्न्स, यू नो, एंड यू शुड बी एबल टू mention that. Plus it should have correct authentications, a better authentication implemented, whatever it be, it doesn't matter. And then उसके बाद खुद से बनाओ फ्रंट एंड बैक एंड, AI का हेल्प ले सकते हो, बट ट्राई टू मेक इट ऑन योर ओन एंड वो प्रेजेंट करो। इट शुड सॉल्व सम प्रॉब्लम, दैट वुड बी बेटर। इट वुड सॉल्व सम प्रॉब्लम एटलीस्ट फॉर यू, योर पेरेंट्स, कोई भी तुम्हारे दोस्तों के लिए। इट शुड बी अ छोटा प्रॉब्लम, दैट डजंट मैटर, बट इट्स फाइन। भैया है, कैसे हो आप? अरे रंजीश यादव भाई, कैसे हो? राजनीश यादव, सॉरी मैं हमेशा तुम्हारा नाम गलत प्रोनाउंस करता हूँ। राजनीश यादव। डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक द स्ट्रीम गाइज, प्लीज डू लाइक द स्ट्रीम। I'm good. You didn't showed up after the problem that you went into. You solved. You said you solved that problem. It was fun. But after that, you didn't came back. How was the response from your managers about the problem that you solved for them? Harsh भाई, क्या बात बोली? या भाई, और कुछ तो बोला कि इसने, आई मीन फोर्थ ईयर। अभी मेरे पास एक भी नहीं है। या ये मैंने पढ़ा। भाऊ तुम हार्ड क्वेश्चंस पेल देते हो क्या विदाउट हेल्प? ना 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 ना। सेम पैटर्न, सेम पैटर्न पे आया ना तो मैं कर देता हूँ, कर दे रहा हूँ। थोड़ा बहुत एक आध मिस टेस्ट केस पे मेरे को लगा हेल्प। यू कैन सी दैट इन द वीडियो, रिकैप वीडियो। एंड गाइज आई एम मेकिंग द रिकैप वीडियोस, प्लीज डू वॉच द रिकैप वीडियोस। मैंने कितना अच्छा थंबनेल उसका बनाया हुआ है। यू गाइज आर नॉट सीइंग द रिकैप वीडियोस। तुम the guys who are missing out on the stream, for them I'm converting this 3-4 hours ka stream into like 10 to 12 minutes ka recap video. So do watch this video and do let me know, is it worth it? I'll try to add many things in that. as I get the response. uh, कहाँ तक पढ़ा था मैंने? You said Bhau. Yeah, today many beginners are coming. Every time everybody is beginner. Motivator भाई तुम बताओ यार क्या करते हो? बताओ मोटिवेटर। आप कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ उसमें माइक्रो सर्विसेज डॉकर पेमेंट जरूर ऐड। यस यस यस, इट्स अ वेरी गुड पॉइंट दैट Rajnish has mentioned, because yeah, these things are like talking points during your interviews, no? If you have implemented a microservice, if you have implemented a docker and a payment, then it is like too much to talk to in the interview, and you will also get a good idea about how the real applications work. Right now in my current company I'm working on a payment service as well, because we are changing it from old payment method, monthly fixed payment, to token payments, and I'm currently working on that. So it is very important these days, because many SaaS application at least have these things. ओ बेरोजगार, तुम भी वेलकम टू द क्लब। भाई फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में हूँ। ही इज नॉट ऑफिशियली बेरोजगार। वो अब कम, अबे यार। गौत भाई, रोहित, सारे रोहित ऐसे ही होते हैं क्या यार? स्टार्ट भी नहीं हुआ है भाई अभी। मैनेजर का रिस्पांस तो नॉर्मली था, वर्कलोड इंक्रीज हो रहा है भैया धीरे धीरे यार। अगर वर्कलोड बढ़ रहा है ना, तो ट्राई टू गेट हेल्प फ्रॉम द एआई, ट्राई टू रन द लूप्स, यू नो। एआई इज एक्चुअली very good at reducing the work pressure that you are having. तो ट्राई टू यूज मेनी ऑटोमेशन, क्लॉड जो भी तुम्हारे कंपनी में दे रखा है, बनाओ उसको और हेल्प ले लो उसकी, बिकॉज इट्स you are not supposed to do the repetitive work. I have DM'd you on LinkedIn. Okay, let me check. uh, तेजस बोर्ड से। तेजस दिस साइड प्लीज शेयर दी अमेजोन इंटरव्यू का एक्सपीरियंस लीड कोड। ओके, हेलो तेजस, हियर इज द लिंक। Yeah, you guys also can DM me on LinkedIn whenever you want. I want to be really open with all these things. Very reachable person. हमारे करंट कंपनी टीम में मोर देन 70+ माइक्रो सर्विसेज है। यस, कंपनी में तो होती ही है भाई। रोहित ऐसे ही होते हैं। रोहित शर्मा, रोहित शेट्टी, रोहित भाई कहाँ से है आप? सब बड़े बड़े लोग ही इधर इधर डैंक। भैया आपने अब तक कौन सी सबसे बड़ी कंपनी प्लस पैकेज का इंटरव्यू दिए? मैंने इसका दिया था यार, क्या कंपनी है उसका नाम? ऑयल एंड गैस में ही थी वो। इमर्सन थी क्या? नहीं नहीं, इमर्सन नहीं थी, क्या नाम था उसका? some oil company from Bangalore. I didn't went there. I also got the offer from that company, but पुणे में जो मेरे को पैकेज मिला और वहाँ पे मिला, उसमें ऑलमोस्ट 3.5 lakhs का डिफरेंस था। इट डजंट, it's not worth it to leave Pune, because Bangalore is very expensive city. So at least 7-8 लाख का फर्क चाहिए तब मैं जाता, सोचता उसके बारे में। That's why I let that go. मैं कंपनी का नाम याद नहीं आ रहा है मेरे को। मैं सबसे बेकार बंदा, ऐसे मत खुद के बारे में गाइज, मैं तुम लोगों को बता रहा हूँ, मजाक में भी खुद के बारे में नेगेटिव बातें मत किया करो। नेगेटिव बहुत इजीली मैनिफेस्ट होता है, नेगेटिव चीजें। इवन इफ यू डोंट बिलीव इन मैनिफेस्टेशन, बट नेगेटिव थिंग्स गेट मैनिफेस्टेड इवन इफ यू डोंट बिलीव इट इन। डोंट से नेगेटिव थिंग्स अबाउट योर सेल्फ, से गुड थिंग्स अबाउट योर सेल्फ ऑलवेज। हाउ टू अप्लाई जॉब्स यार, कहाँ पर कैसे करे एज अ फ्रेशर और 1 year एक्सपीरियंस्ड गाय? तुमने तो बोला तुम बेरोजगार हो, एक्सपीरियंस कहाँ से आया? मेक अ डिटेल्ड वीडियो यार। यार आई गेस मेरे चैनल का डायरेक्शन ना बदलते जा रहा है। I never thought I never wanted to teach something over here. I'm never that kind of a person. I'm in this field because of my skill of learning, like my interest and curiosity into learning. I wouldn't have been here if I never like to learn. So this is my core feature. I don't want to ruin that by teaching you guys what to do. I'll do XYZ things over here, and if you can infer or conclude anything from that, that's good. भैया आपको एक बात बताता हूँ, मैंने पोस्ट देखा हूँ रिसेंटली सेल्फ फोर्स एमटीएस रोल के लिए 3 राउंड हुए हैं और रॉटन ऑरेंज डीएसए क्वेश्चन पूछे थे। जो बंदा थोड़ा भी प्रैक्टिस में था आराम से निकल। हाँ यार, हमने अभी रॉटन ऑरेंजेस सॉल्व किया है, लाइक लास्ट वीक ओनली। नो, बिफोर बिफोर द रेट लिमिटर प्रोजेक्ट दैट वी डिड। या और बताओ रंजिश ब्रदर, रॉटन ऑरेंजेस क्वेश्चन और भी तो कुछ पूछा होगा। ओ, इंटर्नशिप किया था 1 साल, छोटा स्टार्टअप। ओके, दैट्स फाइन। गाइस प्लीज डू लाइक द स्ट्रीम यार। आई एम गेसिंग कि मैं आज जल्दी एंड कर दूंगा। 2 दिन से नींद नहीं हो पा रही है, सुबह उठ के जिम भी जाना है। सो तब तक मैं इसको फिक्स करता हूँ। मिनिमम स्पैनिंग ट्री, साइकिल डिटेक्शन, ये ऐसे कहाँ कहाँ डाला है इसने? भाई बहुत ज़्यादा है ये, बहुत ज़्यादा बहुत ज़्यादा बहुत ज़्यादा है ये। आ, रंजिश का तो कुछ और मतलब होता है। राजनीश, रंजिश मैं बोल रहा हूँ, वो मेरी गलती है। आई एम सॉरी राजनीश ब्रदर। आप ऐसे प्रोनाउंस कर सकते हो। ऐसे में कर रहा था। कुछ बिल्ड करो भाई लाइव स्ट्रीम में। भाई मैंने बिल्ड किया हुआ है लाइव स्ट्रीम पे। आई एम प्लानिंग टू बिल्ड मोर थिंग्स। रिसेंटली आई so many things I have built on live stream. I have built recently rate limiter project. It was very good response that I got from this. This is a system design ka question that I built. I got nice response, and most of you came from this videos only. So rate limiter, isme I have made a recap video as well. You guys can uh, see this rate limiter. So pura system design I have made. I have explained all the things what I built over here. उसके बाद हमने और भी बनाया हुआ है भाई। ऑथेंटिकेशन एप्लीकेशन भी बनाया है। सिंपल JWT ऑथेंटिकेशन हमने बनाया हुआ था। URL shortener we have built. I have so many playlists. Yeah, this one. I'll do the Docker next. On the Saturday, I'm thinking of building this. On Saturday, I'll be doing the Docker ka stream. I have one application, small application, URL shortener, and I'll learn the Docker. Like I know Docker thoda bahut. So I'll try to write the Docker files and try to deploy the application on the live stream. So that's the next plan of building. So if you are interested in that, keep in touch. We will क्या बोलते हैं उसको, सैटरडे को करेंगे भाई। सैटरडे से हम तब तक लीड कोड ही करेंगे। कुछ दिन और सह लो लीड कोड। मेरे को पता है यू गाइज आर नॉट एंजॉइंग मी डूइंग लीड कोड। गोद भाई विवाद हो जाएगा। Actually there is a conflict of interest among the subscribers, among the chat. Some people really want me to solve lead code, some people really want me to build something. डीएसए ग्राफ के मोस्ट फेमस क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे हैं भैया। नंबर ऑफ आइलैंड 1 2 रॉटन ऑरेंज, ये सब हमने किया है। रिडंडेंट कनेक्शन हमने किया है। इसके नशे में से Yeah, redundant connection we did. Then cycle detection और भी कुछ famous graph questions, not much hard. Yes, अरे that's why I'm focusing on graphs so much, you know. जितने भी मैंने इंटरव्यू दिए हैं, the questions has been asked till now to me are mostly from the graphs. आइलैंड के क्वेश्चंस हो गए, आइलैंड पेरीमीटर ये वो क्वेश्चंस हो गए, देन साइकिल डिटेक्शन वाले क्वेश्चन हो गए. दीज आर द क्वेश्चन, सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम स्पेंडिंग सो मच टाइम ऑन ग्राफ. बट यू पीपल आर लाइक नो नो, वी आर गेटिंग बोर्ड. बोरिंग स्टफ ही हेल्प करता है भाई, बता रहे हैं हम आपको. 3 hours. Lazy people like me love simplicity. Yeah. Again, you are talking shit about yourself. I said no, no talking shit about yourself. I am enjoying. Me too. Everybody is enjoying. और ये मैं मजा पूरे इंडिया को देना चाहता हूँ. यार ये जो कोट्स है ना, पेन इज गेन और ये वो लोडा लहसुन, ये सब बस तुम्हें खुश करने के तरीके हैं. इट्स नॉट. पेन इज पेन एक्चुअली. काम हमेशा ऐसे करे ना कि वो मजा आए, बस मजा लेना है जिंदगी में. बाकी क्या होगा, क्या मिलेगा, ये नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा, वो नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा, बहुत कुछ है ऐसे सोचने के लिए. दिमाग खराब हो जाता है ये सब. भैया मैं बता रहा हूँ, मैक्स टू मैक्स 15 से 20 क्वेश्चन होंगे ओनली ग्राफ का जो पूछा जाता है. बहुत अगर लक खराब खराब है तो कुछ और पूछ लेते हैं ग्राफ से. यस. अभिजय राजवंश, अयो गुड स्टफ मैन. या really it's good stuff. You should. Elite code is a good stuff. True. Rajnesh is giving true motivating things over here. W for Rajnesh bhai. Thank you Rajnesh for telling us this current scenarios जो तुमने ये दिया. Full positive सोच. Yes. Be positive. Yeah, so you mean to say that the mehnat that we are putting into solving the graphs question is really worth it. You said 15-20 क्वेश्चन जो मेन ग्राफ के है. यस इस 15-20 क्वेश्चन उसमें से पूछते हैं, बट आई एम practicing as I have time in hand, and I'm enjoying this thing, so I'm going pattern wise. So yeah, that will really help us over here. uh, सब लोग लाइक करो भाई, अपना टाइम दे रहे हैं हमें, चीज़ें एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं. यस यार, लाइक कर दो ताकि पता है whenever I'll be online next time, you guys can tune in again so that we can have the conversations again. And my whole point is to create a good community of people, of developers, of like Joe, whoever is wanna grow in their careers. That kind of a community I wanna create around myself. भाई मैंने कॉलेज में कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग शुरू किया था, डेव में शिफ्ट होना पड़ा फॉर द जॉब. नाउ इट्स ऑल एआई. या एआई तो ब्रदर, एआई तुम्हारे हर चीज में आ जाएगा. दिस माइक इज आल्सो हैज एआई इन बिल्ट. भैया लोग ग्राफ भैया लोग ग्राफ पढ़ना ही नहीं चाहते हैं टफ समझ के, लेकिन अगर आपने 10 क्वेश्चंस भी बना लिए तो गेम. भाई हमने कितने क्वेश्चंस बना लिए? लेट मी आस्क दिस. टेल मी टिल नाउ हाउ मेनी graphs questions have we solved. भैया लोग ग्राफ पढ़ना ही नहीं. यस एक्चुअली मैं भी ऐसे ही था. व्हाट्स योर सीसी और सीएफ रैंक? भाई ये क्या है सीसी? भाई मैं बूमर जनरेशन हूँ भाई, मेरे को जो समझ में आए वैसे चीजें बोलो. सीसी सीएफ आई डोंट हैव एनीथिंग. कोड फोर्सेस और ये अगर तुम पूछ रहे हो, आई डोंट हैव दैट. So you have solved 29 graph questions so far according to your graph course plan tracker. So we have solved 29 questions. So kudos to that, because Ranjish, who is coming from the experience, his own perspective, he's saying कि 10 questions भी बहुत है graph पे. So we have solved 29. That means we are gonna get nothing. और एक बात बताऊं, ग्राफ के क्वेश्चंस करने में मजा, हाँ एक्चुअली बहुत मजा आता है। रिकर्जन वगैरह डीएफएस करने में तो बहुत मजा आता है, बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग इनटू रिकर्जन, एंड रिकर्जन ऐसे समझने में बहुत मजा आ रहा है। जबकि आई ट्राइड डूइंग रिकर्जन टॉपिक इंडिपेंडेंटली एंड इट वाज सो बोरिंग एंड सो फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग दैट आई कुडंट इवन understood it completely. But when I started to do the DFS and doing going through the graph and nodes, then the recursion really occurred to me very well. uh यस, मेरे तो डीएसए करने पर जी फट जाता है। मत फटने दो भाई। सी, अगर तुम्हें कोई चीज करने से डर लग रहा है ना, उसका मतलब ये है कि तुमने उसको स्टार्ट नहीं किया है। सिंपली कोई भी चीज मुश्किल नहीं है, नॉट जस्ट दिस डीएसए क्वेश्चंस और नॉट जस्ट दिस टेक्निकल आईटी वाला स्टफ। वॉट एवर यू डू इन लाइफ, इफ यू आर fearful of doing something, that means you haven't given a good try to it. Give a good try to it. After that you won't find it difficult. I read the experience, and bro, I also received OA on the same day as of that guy. Just got next round bit late than, yeah, actually. अरे उस दिन उस बंदे ने ना, he explained it so well. He explained it so well in the Amazon experience as well. See, that's what the community mean, brother. एक का experience दूसरे को काम में आया. Now he, unfortunately, he couldn't get selected, but this experience that he shared with us in one of the stream, it can help you. You asked me question about that, hence I shared with you. So do share whatever the interview experiences, everything that you are having. Rajnish has shared something with us. So next time, whenever somebody asks, I'll simply give this perspective back to that person. So that is what a community is for. Good that you read, Tejas. I'm too actually working on an algorithm, but it's not like these LeetCode like questions. It's more like graphs for route optimization. Graphs are amazing. Yeah, graphs is really really amazing concept. If I have worked in operations before this, before the IT job, I was in supply chain operations, and वहाँ पे भी we had geofencing and all, and route optimization things, actual route optimization things. So graphs is really helpful. तब मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता था, but now I can understand that. @अभिराज भाई, तुमको करना ही नहीं कोड फोर्सेस रैंक का नौटंकी, सिर्फ इंटरव्यू निकालने में फोकस रखो, कोई मतलब नहीं है रैंक वैंक का। यस, एक्चुअली जस्ट स्टडी व्हाट आस्क्ड इन द इंटरव्यू, स्टॉप फोकसिंग ऑन, एक्चुअली ब्रो, एक्चुअली डू द स्मार्ट वर्क, नॉट दिस काइंड ऑफ कि नहीं मैं इधर रैंक लाऊंगा उधर रैंक लाऊंगा। रेस रेस, हर चीज रेस नहीं है भाई। बस अपने काम का चीजें निकाल, समझ जाओ कि ये ऐसे करना है, उसका अपना एक माइंड मैप बना लो, दैट्स इट। नेक्स्ट वीक अगर मेरा सही से हो गया तो मैं पक्का मीट पे आके एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करूंगा। सही से ही होगा, बिकॉज यू आर पार्ट ऑफ दिस कम्युनिटी, एवरीथिंग विल बी गुड फॉर यू, एवरीथिंग विल गो राइट फॉर यू, तेजस। एंड उसने वो मेंशन किया था अमेजोन की खुद के क्या था वो, अमेजोन के खुद के कुछ प्रिंसिपल्स है, उसके ऊपर बहुत कुछ पूछा था, स्टार फॉर्मेट एंड दिस। So do read about that. He said he really read about that. He prepared about that. There is Amazon leadership principles and star methodologies. So do read about this. Amazon has a really good focus on this. They have two rounds of interviews. One may focus on technical and these principles, and one may they focus on behavior and DSS something. So do read that. एंड गाइस प्लीज डू लाइक द स्ट्रीम यार। मेरे को ये बोलना नहीं पड़ना चाहिए ना। मेरा स्क्रीन स्टक है क्या? हो जाएगा नेक्स्ट वीक। तेजस ब्रो, ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू गाइस, प्लीज say all the best to Tejas. He's appearing for the Amazon interview, so that that means he has cracked some rounds, so wish him luck. One day I'll share Google experience. That's my boy, brother Goth. Where do you currently work भाई मैं लास्ट कंपनी शेयर कर रहा हूँ। दिस इज द लास्ट कंपनी दैट I work like 6 months, 7 months ago. I just switched, and I'll update that on my LinkedIn. For that, you have to follow me over there. मेरे को मेरे मैनेजर से एक्चुअली क्लियरेंस लेना है बिकॉज देयर शुडंट बी अ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बिकॉज आई एम स्ट्रीमिंग. So that's why I didn't update my latest job over here. So my current role is intermediate software developer. I'll mention that with the company details shortly. And stay connected with me on the LinkedIn, guys, whoever is joining, because jab bhi any issues will be there. If even if I have some questions or network related queries, I can text you guys. So send me a request over there. Uh, Dopamine hit, bro. Yes, it should hit you at 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm silently listening to all the details. That's my boy, DSC Secret Society. This is really nice name, huh? DSC Secret Society. This is nice name, DSC Secret Society. Leadership principle, yes, I am focusing on it from past 15 days. Nice. Thank you, bro. Welcome, brother. You will gonna get the job. भाई ये रैंक का हाइप पहला सही था. नाउ फोकस ऑन एक्चुअल थिंग्स. एलएलडी एचएलडी डीएसए उठाओ. उठना पढ़ो. जितने में इंटरव्यू निकल जाए. रैंक का अचार डालोगे क्या भाई? यस. यस. टूरिस्ट एंटर्स चैट. या एक्चुअली और सिस्टम डिजाइन पे बहुत मैं बोल रहा हूँ बहुत ज़्यादा फोकस करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज सिस्टम डिजाइन हैज़ बिकम अ वेरी क्रूशियल पार्ट for the freshers as well because the code has been written by the AI. That's why I'm also streaming. I'm more focusing on the DSs on the stream as well. So this is the book. If you guys want this book, this is really good book from Alex Yu for system design. I have shared the link on to some people in the chat. Whoever is asked me for this link, we have built two things from this. We did this URL shortener, which is the basic system design question that can be asked, and we have designed the rate limiter using five algorithms, whichever all the algorithms that the book has provided. So this is really nice things. Refer to these books because it is more important than LeetCode. LeetCode में एक आध बार तुम गलत हो तो चल जाएगा, लेकिन यहाँ पे एटलीस्ट यू शुड एक्सप्लेन ऑल दोस concepts, how to answer these system design questions and all. So this is really nice book. Alex Yuka. Uh, yes. Rajneesh is like throwing bombs today, like information bombs. Like use this information, you fool people, and use this. It is really nice information that he's giving to us. He's motivating us. When you grow in industry, become senior engineer, you need DSA knowledge and algo so that you can make AI think in a certain way. Yes. AI is just an extension of yourself. शेयर कर दो भाव या टेक्स्ट मी नाउ ना. अब मैं कहाँ कहाँ शेयर करूँ? टेक्स्ट कर दो, मैं तुम्हें लिंक दे देता हूँ जिसको भी चाहिए. पिंग मी वेर एवर यू वांट. पिंग मी इंस्टा, लिंक्डइन, डिस्कॉर्ड, जहाँ पे भी. आई शेयर दिस विद यू. रैंक के चक्कर में एलएलडी और एचएलडी पढ़ने का टाइम का वाट लग जाएगा. यस. यस. ट्रू. इज ड्राई रन प्रेजेंट इन रिकैप्स? यस. नॉट कम्प्लीटली बट रिकैप में जितना इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है उतना ही पार्ट है उसमें. Yeah, you are never late. Arey, he's not late. He's just sharing his experience with us. He has seems like he gave Salesforce ka interview and he's sharing the experience, and he's on the point. Like he's absolutely correct. Next is topological sort for us. So topological sort is also a kind of cycle detection. ऊपर ऊपर से पढ़ा था मैंने. I'm 25 feeling lost. Yeah, you will always feel lost, bro. At every point in life, you will feel lost at some point in time. This is a feature. This is not a bug. If you are feeling lost, that means you want to do something in your life, or you are like a ambitious person. So don't feel guilty about that. Feeling lost is good, finding answers is good. अरे नहीं भैया, सही बता रहा हूँ, मैं खुद देख रहा हूँ एलएलडी एचएलडी अब नेक्स्ट लेवल पर जा चुका है। यस एक्चुअली यार, एक्चुअली। और इतना मुश्किल नहीं है एलएलडी एचएलडी। एक्चुअली नीड टू फोकस मोर देन क्रिएटिंग रैंक इन सीसीएस। मैंने नहीं दिया भैया सेल्स फोर्स, मैंने देखा। अच्छा अच्छा, ओके। एक्चुअली सिस्टम डिजाइन मैं भी बता रहा हूँ, एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई एम कमिंग अप विद दी, मतलब सी लिसन लिसन टू दिस केयरफुली। I am breaking down the system design concepts into smaller pieces of chunks. If you have followed the URL shortener ka stream, 3-day streams, or rate limiter ka 6-day ka stream, then you would have understand that I am breaking down these concepts so that a system design ka question, we have to combine all these concepts and put a uh, good answer. It's not a perfect answer, but a good answer in front of interviewer. So once you learn this concept, you don't have to learn those concepts in depth, because I'm creating those projects, because कोई भी system design का problem हम mostly theoretical way में complete कर देते हैं, but I'm doing it in the code wise. Like rate limiter मैं पढ़ के छोड़ सकता था, but नहीं, मैंने उसमें जितने भी algorithms है मैंने खुद implement किए हैं। If you guys are not sure about that, तो मैं खुद कर रहा हूँ, तो that's and I'm explaining that as well. So इतना in depth अगर हम जाते हैं तो we can easily answer all those questions. You don't have to go in that depth, but now that I have time and I'm very interested in this one, so I'm implementing this. So कहाँ है main अपना? Yes, in this one, these all the algorithms can be possible in the rate limiter. So I have implemented all those algorithms, and in a very simplest form, so you can use this code and explain to the interview. And that's how we are going forward with the system design. uh, 1 मिनट, अभी तो गौत भाई तुम 24 के थे ना? अभी जस्ट उसका हैप्पी बर्थडे हुआ लग रहा है। Just freelance and get a remote job. At this present market scenario, VCs are following too much money in content and AI. That's it. Make money like that. Yeah, पैसा बना लो भाई। नहीं, 25 का है, 2000 born. Okay. Problems problems are feature of life, not a bug. Come on, solve a problem already भाई, enough talking. अरे यार, मैंने कर लिया आज का मेरा टारगेट. If you are not able to see the live strip that I have placed in there, I have finished the target. We have solved these two problems. This is the first problem, graph valid tree, and then this was the second problem, detect cycles in 2D grid. So I have solved those, and that's it for today, I guess. I'm not solving because मेरे को वो नोशन टेम्पलेट एक बार सही से करके आई हैव टू पुट द नोट्स, बिकॉज मैं ब्लाइंडली कितना भी सॉल्व कर सकता हूँ, बट आई हैव टू टेक द नोट्स, टेक डाउन द नोट्स, नहीं तो मैं भूल जा रहा हूँ सब कुछ. You are late today, Rajvansh. That's why I'm saying you do like the stream, so that tomorrow you will be on time and we will solve the newer questions. हमको डीएसए सिर्फ उतना ही पढ़ना है जितने में इंटरव्यू निकल जाए. 1% कंपनी ऐसी होगी जो 3-4 डीएसए राउंड, यस एक्चुअली, बाकी सब कंपनी मैक्स टू मैक्स 1-2 राउंड लेती है. सो जस्ट फोकस ऑन 99% company, not on that 1%. Yeah, and for that, there are the list of questions. So this is Triver very popular list, and हमारे moderator ने भी एक list share किया था अपना college का DSA list. Then one of the LeetCode guy also shared. So these are the enough problems. You don't have to do the thing like how I'm doing. Uh, and there was क्या था और मेरे को एक बंदे ने दिया था, और या राइजिंग ब्रेन. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ लिस्ट यू कैन फॉलो. इसमें एकदम टू द पॉइंट जो कंपनी में मोस्टली पूछे जाते हैं ना, वही क्वेश्चंस दी है. सो दिस इज इनफ, these many questions enough on every topic. Like for example, if we go on graph, unweighted graph, Uh, we have solved this problem in DFS connectivity. We have solved this. Find eventual count components. बाय पैट वाला नहीं किया है. ब्रिजेस टोपोलॉजिकल सॉर्ट हमने नहीं किया है. सो ये सब क्वेश्चंस किए हैं. सो वी कैन फोकस ऑन दिस लिस्ट ओनली. रंजिश यादव, हाउ मच पैकेज आर यू एक्सपेक्टिंग? इंटेलिजेंट हो भाई तुम. रंजिश इज इंटेलिजेंट या. क्वेश्चंस और आंसर भी खुद ही क्या स्किल है. राजनीश भाई. या Abhiraj, first let me know your year of experience. I think you are a fresher. सारे फ्रेशर्स का यही है. स्टार्टिंग में बोलेंगे 30 लाख से नीचे पैकेज नहीं लूंगा. फिर लास्ट में TCS 3.5 में ज्वाइन करते. नहीं, आई एम ड्रॉप आउट. ओह, वी हैव अ ड्रॉप आउट हियर. व्हाई ब्रो? एनी स्पेसिफिक रीजन टू ड्रॉप आउट? DFS में ट्री में भी हमने किया था. इन ऑर्डर ट्रैवल से, पी ऑर्डर ट्रैवल से किया था. ये किया था. सेम ट्री चेक ये नहीं किया था. सिमेट्रिक ट्री टाइम बैलेंस्ड ये किया था हमने. क्वेश्चन मैक्सिमम डेप्थ किया था, मिनिमम डेप्थ किया था. सब ट्री, अनदर ट्री. दिस क्वेश्चन वी डिड. पाथ सम वी डिड एंड देन प्रिंट ऑल नोट्स. यस, दिस वी डिड. बाउंड्री ट्रैवल्सल नहीं किए था. काउंट कंप्लीट ट्री नोट्स. यस, दिस वन वी डिड. Guess my year of experience now. 2 years. How many trackers you are? No, no, I'm not using. I'm using my own खुद का बना हुआ God's plan, brother. I have a God's plan. I'm just saying कि yeah, this list are present. You can refer to those. I'm just saying कि इसमें से मैंने क्या कर लिया देख रहा था मैं. It's for you. You can have no idea. Staver sheet के अलावा yes. How many sheets? 3 sheets I can see that I have in my bucket right now. I'll share this as well. एक बार इसको सही से मैं नोट्स वोट्स बना लूंगा ना. इसमें हर एक में जाके मैं नोट्स बना रहा हूँ. मेंटल मॉडल एंड ऑल कोड और जो जितने भी पैटर्न्स है ना उसमें, बिकॉज पैटर्न्स इज द की. और वो मैं शेयर कर दूंगा तुम्हारे साथ अच्छे से बना के. सो इफ यू गाइज रियली वांट दैट तो मैं उस हिसाब से बनाऊंगा. मेरे को रखना है तो मैं मेरे पास ही रखूंगा. फिर ये अपना कोई पिन मैसेज नहीं है क्या आज? आई हैड दिस मैसेज पिंड, डिस्कॉर्ड का लिंक. नो वरीज. मैंने अभी कौन सा लिंक शेयर किया था? आई पिन दिस मैसेज. किसी को अगर मैसेज करना है तो. चलो गाइस, क्या करना है बताओ. मेरे को लग रहा है एंड करते हैं स्ट्रीम. कल मी उद्या पुन्हा येणार. हाउ मच आवर्स यू अप डेली बेसिस? आई एम गेटिंग स्केर्ड. How much hours you up on a daily basis? I'm getting scared. Up means नहीं समझा मैं अथर्व. ये माइक से मजा ही आ गया ना. Staying, अच्छा जगते रहना. I sleep at 3 a.m. in the morning because after stream I have to like take down the notes और ये सब भी चीज़ें हैं. Create the recap video, post the recap video and then sleep. I wake up at 7:45. 8:30 तक I go to gym. उसके बाद I come back. I prepare breakfast and then at 11 a.m. I have the morning stand-up call that I have to attend. 2 days I have to go to office. So this is how my life is going right now. But I am not scared of any of these things. चलते हैं चलते हैं भैया. सुबह कुछ काम करना है. यस, दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. आज समोसा खा लिया तो तबीयत. अरे यार. डैम भाई. लेकिन समोसा खा के भी तुमने अच्छा ज्ञान दिया, सो थैंक यू फॉर दैट रंजिश. लेट मी मेंशन दिस स्पेसिफिकली for sharing this info with us. And anybody has any doubt or something, you can directly text me on LinkedIn or Instagram or whatever the fuck, wherever the fuck you wanna text me. I'm open for that. Pass some tips here अभी भाई. Yes, मेरा तो बस 18-19 घंटे होता है. बाप रे बाप. चलो, बहुत ज़्यादा बकचोदी कर लिया, बातें कर लिया हमने आज. सो वी शुड end the stream now. Chalo. Thank you all for joining today's stream. It was very talkative, like productive. I would say the discussion which happened is really productive discussion rather than solving the question. So if you are interested in such stuff, then do like the stream. You don't have to subscribe to the channel yet. Do like the stream. Come 2-3 times more whenever the notification is pushed to you on your. A suggestion will come on your YouTube homepage or maybe shorts feed or maybe the notification. Then you can again tune into the channel, tune into the stream, and after that if you like what I'm doing here, then you can think of subscribing to the channel. So today don't subscribe to the channel, just like the channel, just like the stream, and we will meet again same time 10 p.m. daily on Saturday. From Saturday I'll again start with the system design thing. This time I'll focus on deployment, so I'll be doing Docker. Till now I'll be doing graphs only, LeetCode. So you can like the stream. Did I miss any text? भैया बात ज्ञान का नहीं है, ये सब बात डिस्कस करना चाहिए. यस, एक्चुअली डिस्कस करना चाहिए भाई. पता रहना, पता हो मार्केट में अभी क्या चल रहा है, कैसे पता चलेगा अगर हम कम्युनिटीज में डिस्कशन नहीं कर रहे हैं. मतलब इफ वी गो टू द ऑफिस, हाँ, इफ वी टॉक टू द अदर कलीग्स, देन ओनली वी अंडरस्टैंड ना कि हाँ हाँ ये सब भी चल रहा है मार्केट में. नहीं तो हमें पता नहीं चलता भाई. सो दिस डिस्कशंस आर रियली इंपॉर्टेंट रादर देन द वर्क. Gauss layer 69 can't get connected. नासा या इसरो होना चाहिए था, बट नासा है. ठीक है, श्योर भाई, कल डिस्कॉर्ड आईडी देता हूँ. यू गाइस कैन जॉइन द डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर एज वेल. ये मैंने लिंक शेयर नहीं किया था क्या? किसी को डिस्कॉर्ड पे आना है तो यू कैन जॉइन द डिस्कॉर्ड एंड यू कैन टॉक मी देयर एज वेल. सो यू कैन जॉइन द डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर गाइस. चलो बहुत हो गया अभी. गुड नाइट सबको. अभिजय हेलो, वेलकम to the Discord server. And chalo, good night, guys. Good night, good night, good night, all. Thank you all for joining. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. See you soon. Bye.